from the Big 12, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Commodores will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So offense will start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot...
Afterburners coming. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. We're always looking forward to this one.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Wide out in motion. Pulls and fires complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Volunteers racing to the line in a hurry-up. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to the running back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Leaves it with the back. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. The Commodores offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for? Guy to make an impact.
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
The Commodores want to move quickly. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now are pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking for a crease. It's Griffin. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, picked off.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You could tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
They'll throw it on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davis.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On the ground, it's Lewis. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. The aerial assault continues. Blasted as he lets it go. Hauls it in. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
It's 2nd down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Off play action on 1st down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. looking for a productive play on first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Trying to get to him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Going with the counter play here. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He lets one fly deep. And he's got it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UCLA found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Rose Bowl. Bruins fans will enjoy this one for at least 1 week. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They'll try the run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit.
He uncorks one deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll pull it down and run. Turns it on at midfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Vols will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Off he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Commodores.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting in.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 20, he's got space.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they quarterback screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. He's looking deep. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. I'm sure the play is complex, but it doesn't involve the official also throwing a flag in the middle of it. 1st and 25. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Quarterback checking the play. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He's going up top. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get him the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Quarterback checking off. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Sends it downfield. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown ball. And the pummeling has started. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. He's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the stomping has commenced. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. It's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Doors! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really...
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The number one job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not, but my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. can't win by enough, got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Just a little off. Incomplete. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Grab behind the line. It's Collins. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great.
What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Yeah, I love coaching staffs that want to stay aggressive. And here's a team that's up in the fourth quarter, and the coach is still letting his guy throw the football around, but you got to make better decisions. I mean, at this point, you're risking your team's ability to win this football game. You got to be more conservative.
Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
It leads to 2nd down.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Coming out on second down, trying to put this one away. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Here comes the 2-point try. They're going to run it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. This offense has a second down play. They try to pop a run on the draw. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you